Let's draw 3 adorable Sanrio donut characters, Hello Kitty, Kuromi, and Cinnamoroll.
Hi Sketchlab friends, are you ready to draw something perfectly sweet? Well, let's turn Hello Kitty into a pink frosted donut with sprinkles on top. It's cute, chunky, and super fun to draw. So let's get started. So I curved a line out to the left, and now to the right. It's going to create the shape of Hello Kitty's head. Hello Kitty's head is a little bit like a watermelon shape, sort of like the Pringles can guy. And now I'm just going to go ahead and curve a line up. Let's kind of connect those two. So, all right, so now that we've established the shape of the head, let's go ahead and start adding on the ears. I want you to pay attention to the size and placement of the shapes that we're drawing. So this triangular shape, remember, size and placement, very important. So in relationship to the head, how big are the ears? All right, here's the bow. This is going to be the center of the bow, basically just creating a circular shape. Curving a line out to the right, and then we're going to curve a line out to the left. And let's go ahead and finish off the bow. So this is going to be a line curving out to the left. And this one here is going to curve out to the right. Okay, let's start adding the expressions. So once again, look at the size and placement of the eyes. And then we're going to add the little nose. You have this big head, little eyes, little nose. And those proportions are what make Hello Kitty so cute. Let's add on those whiskers. We'll add 3 on each side. Well, if you're enjoying today's tutorial, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. At the end of this video, I'll also have a playlist so you can check out more of these awesome 3D drawing videos. So this is going to be the shape of our donut today. It almost looks like the shape of a wheel on a skateboard. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add on that frosting using wavy lines. Now this is also creating overlapping because this is over the top of the donut, and it's going to help create a little bit more space. Space is an element of art, and it's how an artist can make their paper appear to be three-dimensional. There's lots of different techniques to create space. Overlapping is one of them. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start outlining. I'm using a 0.8 micron. I'm going to go in with gray and go over the top of it with some white to make a little bit of a lighter gray. I have regular pink. My darker value, I'm using red. I'm using a lighter value pink for the highlights. So with the donut, I'll do a base color with pink, light pink. Then this is pink. And once again, going on with a little bit of the red to add some shadows. Then going back, adding in some of those little white highlights. This is apricot. And now I'll be going in with some brown. And you can see when the paint is still wet, you can color mix it. Have a nice gradation of color. I'm gonna get a little bit of a darker brown too, adding those wonderful sprinkles in. And there you have it, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and refresh that outline. And you can see all the little details are popping back out again. Well, I wanna thank you so much for drawing with me today. Like I said, check out the playlist and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Sketchlab friends. Today we're drawing the cutest Kuromi donut ever. with sprinkles frosting and her iconic little smirk. If you love kawaii desserts, Sanrio characters, and fun food art, you're in the right place. Well, let's grab your markers and let's turn Kuromi into a delicious donut treat. So we're going to start off with the shape of the head. And you can see the size and placement of that shape on my paper. And this is a little of a center line. So we're curving it to the left. It actually tilts the head to the left, turns it. All right, so these are going to be two diagonal lines. It kind of creates a letter V. I'm curving a line out to the left. And now I'm going to curve this line out to the right. As you can see, we are building with shapes and forms today, so you might want to draw lightly. It's easier to erase these construction lines we're using. And there it is, this little smirk. Draw little oval shapes. I'm going to leave a little white highlight and add some eyelashes. Same thing on this side. Yeah, I don't think Kuromi is mad though. I think she's just hangry. I think she's hangry for sprinkles. Probably skull-shaped sprinkles, of course. Let's go ahead and draw the skull. You can see it's almost like a circle, except the bottom is flattened a little bit. Drawing in the eyes of the skull. And then, yeah, I think that's a bunny rabbit skull, guys. I can tell by the teeth. All right, so we're going to draw the ears. These lines are diagonal, very short. Now we're going out kind of like a triangle. And at the top, we're going to draw a circle. Fantastic. Now we're going on to the other side. So when you're drawing these, you got to pay attention to the size relationships. How big are these in relationship to the head? Those proportions are important when drawing these popular characters. Same thing on this side. It's kind of like a diamond. And then we add a little circle at the top. Kuromi said, "I'm not sweet unless I'm a donut, so be it. We will make you a donut." This is going to be the collar. You can see we're using these zigzag lines or triangular shapes, however you want to see it. We'll add these little gesture bells at the tip. And this is going to be one of her paws. And this side, because it's closer to us, we're going to draw the shape a little bit bigger. Now we're going to curve this. This is creating the center of the donut. So she's kind of in the center of the donut, looking over the edge. Yeah, she's not evil. She's just extra frosted. So you can see the shape of the donut. It kind of reminds me of like a skateboard wheel. Kuromi is half donut, half diva, and all delicious today. And here goes that drippy frosting. This donut, I think, might bite back. And we're just using a wavy line, creating the dripping frosting. And you can see we're creating these layers. That's called overlapping. Okay, it's time for outlining. And if you don't have Posca markers today, don't worry about it. You could use whatever you have. We're basically using color as value today. So we're using lighter and darker colors. And oftentimes these colors are going to be next door neighbors on the color wheel or on like a value scale, like a lighter and medium purple, for instance. And so I did a little bit of color mixing, some gray into the black. And that's creating value, and that's how you add depth and dimension to your artwork. It's really going to make this character look more three-dimensional. And over this gray, I lightened it with some white. So I'm creating a light gray. You can see I have some different values of light gray, medium gray, dark gray, black. And I'm just using white, gray, and black to accomplish that. And now this is going to be the light purple. Putting down a base color. On the donut, I've got brown for the shadows, and I have apricot. And I'm actually going to color mix the apricot into the brown. And once again, lighten that value. And now I'm going with the purple for the shadows. Going with some of those highlights. And just going back over that value. Darkening up those shadows a little bit with the brown there. And then obviously retouching up those outlines. Well, hey guys, you got to sketch them all. Check out my playlist in the description below. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Sketch friends, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today, let's turn the sweetest Sanrio pup into a donut dream. Today, we're drawing Cinnamoroll floating on frosting swirled with pastel sugar and extra kawaii charm. We're going to go ahead and get started. So this is going to be the shape of the cheek. And now I'm going to curve line up like a rainbow line. And then I'm going to make another cheek on this side, curving that line out to the right. Trying to get the shape of Cinnamoroll's cheeks in his head. And this is just a dividing line, divides the face in half. It's the mouth. Little ovals for the eyes. Rosy cheeks. All right, we're going to move on to the ears. All right. Well, he's got frosting, he's got ears, and now he's got dessert street cred. This is going to be the shape of the body. Kind of a gumdrop. And these are going to be the feet. You can erase off those construction lines. Yeah, this donut did not come to play. It came to float, sparkle, and ruin your diet. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this fan art drawing so far. Check out the 3D drawing playlist. For more fun art tutorials. Now this is going to be the shape of the donut. Kind of making it look like a tire. And this is the fun part. We're going to get that frosting on there. It's using some wavy lines. Awesome. Since we did use construction lines, you can just check out what I've outlined. And then once it's outlined, I would just go ahead and erase off, clean it up a little bit. You can see we're not outlining the eyes or the cheeks with the black marker. I'm going to tint. That means I added white to this robin green in the shadows, in the ears, on the chin. This is emerald green. This is bringing in the shadows. And apricot. So I had light orange apricot. I went over with just a little bit of brown, adding some white highlights. And you got to add in the sprinkles today. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, you got to sketch them all. Check out the 3D drawing playlist, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.